Two other films. Scooby-Doo Mystery Begins, Scooby-Doo Curse of Lake Monster, and Daphne and Velma. They did a spinoff? Time out. Why would they do a spinoff with Daphne and Velma? Can someone explain that to me? Well, I don't get it. Scooby-Doo The Mystery Begins. I don't get it. Anyway, I'm going to talk about the Scoob film. I don't know anything about the other 3 films that they did, so I don't want to watch a movie that looks like it's made for little teenagers and kids, so no. I can't wait for this one. Scoob. In June 2014, Warner Brothers announced that they would end the Scooby-Doo film series with Randall Green writing a new film. Tony Cravon was hired to direct the animated film, script by Matt Lieben. Dark Knight trilogy producer Charles Rove signed on as producer along with Richard Suckle, along with Allison Abedi. Oh, that's gonna be cool. You got the dude behind who produced the Dark Knight trilogy, Charles Rove. So that's gonna be awesome. Frank Welker will return as Scooby-Doo for the first time. He didn't do the Scooby-Doo voice for the first 2 films that I just talked about. So Zac Efron will voice Fred Jones. Gina Rodriguez voiced Daphne Velma. Will Forte or whatever his name is, Shaggy. Amanda Seyfried as Daphne. Tracy Morgan will voice Captain Caveman. Holy crap, they're doing Captain Caveman. Ken Jeong as Dino Mutt. Kirstie Clemens will voice Dee Dee Sykes. Mark Wahlberg will voice Blue Falcon. Jason Isaac will voice Dick Dastardly, who is part of the Wacky Racers. So, but where's the Flintstones? I know it's supposed to be like the start for the Hanna-Barbera. I want to see that one. I want to see Flintstones. I love the Flintstones. So, you know, I would throw my hat in to do the voice of Barney. Okay, Fred. I would throw my hat in just for that one. I would love to see it. Yeah, Flintstones. I don't know, Barn. But I don't like the reboot series they're doing, which will be for adult audiences, developed by Elizabeth Banks. I don't like that. I just don't. Because I just feel like they would ruin it, in my opinion. So, here's what's coming out from the Hanna-Barbera thing. You got Scoob, which will be coming out May 15th, 2020. Tom and Jerry live action, April 16th, 2021. Ah, shit. Tom and Jerry. I don't like that. The Jetsons, oh god. The Jetsons. I'll tell you this, I don't like the Jetsons one. I think it's a bad move. The Flintstones, I can't wait. I can't wait. I will say this, if they are going to do a Flintstones, get Will Ferrell. Get Will Ferrell involved. Get him to do the... Holy crap. Warner Brothers is developing an animated film with Will Ferrell and Adam McKay. McKay and Ferrell will also be executive producers. In 2018, it was confirmed that the project is still in development. Okay. Why not? I love Tom. I do too, but Jerry's annoying. I have no problem with Tom, the cat, but Jerry's a dick. I'll just say that. I don't like the mouse. It's kind of like Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner. Like, you know, everyone treats Wile E. Coyote bad, and it's just, I feel sorry for him. Yeah, Jerry is a bastard. See, I agree with you. It's just I don't like Jerry. Jerry's a jerk, so. Not my Uncle Jerry. I love my Uncle Jerry. He's cool. But the mouse is just, I don't like Jerry the mouse, so. But there's one thing that I want to know, if with the Hanna-Barbera universe film, where is Yogi Bear? Where's Yogi at? I want to see a Yogi Bear movie. Like, would you imagine, like, a Yogi Bear movie? Hey, boo-boo. Where's the picnic baskets? I want that film. I want to see Scooby-Doo, Yogi Bear, Fred Flintstone meet on the same screen. Like, I thought I was excited about Batman and Superman colliding on the screen. Those three, I'd be so happy. Like, I would love to see that. Like, hey, Barn, we got a talking dog over here. I can't do Fred Flintstone voice, so. But Yogi Bear I could do, so that's. I would love to see Yogi Bear film, so. They, October 1st, 2019, announced the direct-to-video of the supernatural comedy mystery film Scooby-Doo returns to Zombie Island. Man, they're doing a sequel? Like, what is with the sequels to films that nobody asked for? Like, Space Jam 2, for example, which I'm happy, sort of happy they're doing a Space Jam 2. I'm still on the fence. But, when did they ask for Scooby-Doo Return to Zombie Island? Like, I understand, like, the Scooby-Doo and the 13 curse, you know, the Curse of the 13 Ghosts or whatever. But, who asked for a Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island? Return to Zombie Island. Like, I never asked for it. Now, the cover of it kind of throws me off, because it kind of looks not scary as the original. And, of course, the original came out in, like, 1998. And the cover looked terrifying a bit. I wouldn't say scary, you know, like over-the-top scary, but it just doesn't look it just doesn't look creepy, Now, I hope it's good. But it's like, I really want a film that's kind of like dark and, creepy. Like, I don't want a kid-friendly Scooby-Doo, lighthearted, lighten up the darkness of it, But anyway, I guess it's the movie reviews, man. Like, I kind of went through it quickly. I know that a lot of people are probably asking, like, what happened to the Scooby-Doo 3 movie, if you're listening. I know I talked about it on the story on Instagram. I looked into it. I couldn't find a script. Like, if I'm going to talk about films that are unmade, I know, like, I talked about Batman Unchained. I couldn't find a script because they never released it. Scooby-Doo 3, I looked into it, researched it. It was a film that they talked about making, but they never went to the process of writing the script. So, it's kind of up in the air. Those who want like a third Scooby-Doo movie that's a sequel to the first two, Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo Monsters Unleashed, I say write your own third film. So that's what I would say. Like, you love the film so much, write a fan fiction. But this story I want to talk about is such a funny, fucked up story. I shared it with Tara, who is, of course, who wrote, yeah, Jerry's a bastard. This one. I had to type it in on the computer because I had to read the article. I read it and I kind of threw up in my mouth while reading it. This is kind of how messed up New Jersey is, because it happened in New Jersey. I love those two emojis too. New Jersey brother and sister are allowed to marry after a 10-year-long court battle. James Barnes, 41, and Victoria Barnes, 38. A New Jersey brother and sister have won the right to marry after a long ruling in the Supreme Court of the United States. I love how they just waste their tax dollars just doing that. In a 5-4 ruling, the 5 judges unanimously granted appeal for James Barnes. WTF, I know. Appeal by James Barnes, 41, and Victoria Barnes today after a 10-year-long court battle. The overjoyed pair said they did it for the millions of Americans in consensual incestuous relationship who are living in fear, and blasted the government for wasting taxpayers' money fighting their challenge. Incest has been practiced by humans since the dawn of time. If Adam and Eve hadn't done it, the human race would have not been here today, James Barnes told reporters. Well, time out. As a taxpayer, I didn't really appreciate you wasting my money so you could marry your sister and confuse the fuck out of your poor kids in a future time. I feel bad for your kids. Please do not reproduce. I mean, imagine a poor kid asking the father who his aunt is, and it's like, it's your mother. Or